Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisha Farhana from Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying. Okay, today we present topic 8. This slide created by Muhammad Haris, Tirsuju, and Aisha Farhana. That's my name. Okay, topic 8 is about introduction to video animation and online to Animatron. Okay, table of content for this topic. Introduction to video animation, about video animation, type of animation, 2D animation, and 6 simple steps to make animated video. Introduction to Animatron. About Animatron, Animatron Studio, moves in Animatron Studio, and feature in Animatron Studio. Okay, next. Okay, first in video animation. Okay, what is video animation? Animation is the process of designing, drawing, making, layouts, and preparation of photographic sequences which are integrated in multimedia and gaming products. Animation involves the exploitation and management still images to generate illusion of movement. A person who creates animation is called animator. Here the cartoon are examples of this, but today most animated movies are made with computer generated imagery or CGI. Okay, for type in animation, there are many different types of animation, but most fall into 5 major categories. Okay, first of all, traditional animation, 2D animation, 3D animation, motion graphics, and the last one is stop motion. Okay, traditional animation. What is traditional animation? Traditional animation can be referred as cell animation. Okay, this type of animation requires the animator to draw every single frame by hand to create an animated scene. Okay, well-known company like Disney is known for using the type of animation. Traditional animation is done today on computer with spatial tablet. As you can see from this slide, it has 4 rows and various expression piece that can make her animation. Okay, next for 2D animation. Okay, 2D animation refers to vector-based animation similar to the one used in Flash. This style of animation has been growing in popularity because the technology is so accessible, although artists have the option of editing frame by frame. Vector-based animation gives the artist the option to create rigs for the character and move single body parts at a time rather than more constantly redrawing the character. It gives more flexibility to beginners, especially in animation, because they don't have to rely so heavily on drawing skills. So anybody can create 2D animation. No need to have skill in drawing, but like the traditional animation. And then we move to 3D animation. Okay, 3D animation is also known as computer animation, and it is currently the most commonly used form of animation. The process of 3D animation is very different from the traditional style, but they both require the artist to share the same principles of movement and composition in animation. Okay, 3D animation has less to do with drawing and more to do with moving a character in a program. Okay, 3D animator must rely on physics to create realistic animation. The animator creates keyframe or specific movements and lets the computer fill in the rest. As you can see in this slide, the model is specific for this character. For this animation is only run. And then for the motion graphic, okay, unlike the previous mentioned type of animation, motion graphic are not driven by character or storyline. These are focused on the ability to move graphic element, shape, and text. Okay, it doesn't apply mimic body movement or facial expression like traditional animation, 2D animation, but is rely on advertisement heavily motion graphic and present plenty of career opportunities, especially as you can see on this slide. This content have camera and then become the picture, then we go to globe, and then for the last one is stop motion. Okay, stop motion is very similar to traditional animation because it combines a series of a still image that is slightly different shown movement. Okay, the highlight is movement and slightly different movement. The larger difference is that stop motion uses photography and capture the real object. With the stop motion, the artist take a photo of an object or make a scene and slightly move the object before taking another photo. The artist repeat this process until the scene is completed and uses each photo as a frame in the animation. It's similar to a quick book with a photo. Okay, as you can see in this slide, this egg. Okay, first we put the egg in the basket, and then we move the egg slightly and have a face, and then we combine all the capture, then become animation. Okay. Okay, for 2D animation. Okay, 2D animation is the most commonly used in animation video style. Okay, like in this picture and then in this video, for example. Okay, it is created by sequencing consecutive image in a gradual progression of steps to stimulate lifelike motion similar to traditional form of animation. As you can see in this video, they create a motion. They create the motion and then they combine the scenes to make animation. This is formed in 2D. Alright. Okay. Then I pass my time to Haris. Okay, he will spend about 6 simple steps to make animated videos. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Aisha Faharna for the presentation. And now, I, Muhammad Haris bin Zalizan, will be talking about the simple steps to make animated videos. This is the simple beginner's ultimate guide to how we are going to make animated videos. Let us see how many steps are there. The first one is about write a stellar video script. So what is it actually? The stellar video script is actually acts as a foundation of our creation in animation, and it will simply convert your core message into a simple story. So this is the process that we need to consider if we want to make animation video. Just as a building blueprint is the foundation for its construction, so too is the script for your animation of the video. As the script writer, you should essentially decide what will appear in your video. So before we start doing any animation on what to do, so we must plan first briefly in details that what we are going to do in the animation. The second step is create a storyboard for your animation of the video. A storyboard plays an essential role in any animation video creation. It will give collaborators and decision makers an idea of how you will finalize how your final video might look like even before you start creating. Same as the step one, so you give an imagination on how you will plan your video in the end, how the product will looks like. So you will have a slightly view on what you are going to do before going to animate the videos. And the next step is step number 3, which is choose your animation style of the video. As for our program, we are strictly focused in the 2D animation videos. Since there are many types of animation, so in this particular program, we are going to do this 2D animation style, as we are the hit topic of our program is focus on the 2D animation types of videos. And then onto the next step, which is step number 4, animate your video. We can always do it yourself and watch tutorial online. As for example, there is many tutorials online that you can see in YouTube, in internet. If you search, if you Google, you don't need any professional that you will need to hire, since this will enhance our skill to become a content creator by learning new things like animating our video. Okay, the next step is add a suitable background music. A simple animation video will be very boring if there is nothing that suits the background without any music. So take into consideration to put any background music so it will not be boring for your viewers to actually enjoy your presentation or animation, so they will enjoy and give their attention as the music might be attract them. Okay. The last step is narrate your story. Recording your own voiceover can be fun, yet challenging. The most important part is the equipment. A poorly recorded voiceover is the number 1 video killer. As for us, that is student of university, we only start with our recording that the equipment that we have around us, such for example a simple microphone that you can buy anywhere online that is cheap and might be that is also quality. It works just great, function, and the sound quality is also good. So take into consideration to get the quality, not too overpriced equipment but high quality. So this is some of the steps to be if you want to animate your video. Next one, I will pass my presentation to our friend that is Shuju, and she will be presenting about the Animatron tool. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shujo, a third-year student from Diploma in Quantity Surveying under Faculty of Built Environment in UTM. I'm your explainer for Animatron, and today I will present about what is Animatron, Animatron Studio, the modes in Animatron Studio and also some of the features under Animatron Studio. So first of all, what is Animatron? Animatron is a video and animation software development company that allows business and even individuals to create high-quality visual content by using their online video making tools. So one of the products under Animatron is Animatron Studio. It is an online tool for making animated videos, and it also allows creators to create animation with just simple drag and drop into the canvas. So why we choose to use Animatron Studio? This is because Animatron Studio allows us to make awesome presentations, create banners, design animation, and the most important is to make explainer videos. So there are total 3 modes under Animatron Studio, which is design, animation, and also light mode. The first one is design mode. In design mode, all of the objects are considered static, but we are allowed to change the object size, scale, color, and opacity without affect the timeline. The second one is animation mode, which is also known as the default mode of animation editor. Under animation mode, we are allowed to edit the twin of objects and create keyframes along the timeline automatically. There are total 4 twins under animation mode, which is translate, rotate, scale, and opacity. For example, under translate twin, we can set the playhead to 3 seconds and drag the object to a new location to make that object is like moving on the screen. So the last one is light mode. Light mode is a simplified version that are suitable for beginners that never had experience in creating animation before. So the features in Animatron Studio comes in 5, which the first one is impressive marketplace. In the marketplace for Animatron Studio, it consists a lot of ready-to-use sets, which are pre-animated characters, backgrounds, and also sound effects. However, if you can't find the objects that you want, you are free to import your own media. This is because Animatron Studio allows us to easily import graphics, audio, or video by only drag the files into the Animatron Studio, even for multiple files at one time. For example, you can insert the images from the e-textbook for our targeted community. The third one is voice recorder. This can be used to voice over straight into the scenes. For example, in this situation, you can record your own voice in order to explain the topic or the information that you are going to be shared with the target community. So the fourth one is Animatron Studio allows customization. Under Animatron Studio, you are free to customize everything such as reshaping, decoloring, and also changing animations. So for example, you can customize the animated character or text under Animatron Studio in order to best suit the interests of targeted community. You are free to change the design of the target. You are free to change the design of animated character even for their shirt. So last but not least, you can export anything anywhere under Animatron Studio. So we are able to download our creation in form of GIF or video and even export directly to our social media such as Facebook and Twitter. So for example, we can download the video that we have done in Animatron in order to be combined in another video editing software. This is because under our competition, one of the requirements is the duration of video should be between 10 to 20 minutes, but Animatron only allows us to create a video up to 10 minutes. So you are required to download the content created under Animatron and combine it in another video editing software. That's all from me. Thank you.